My plan to buy every protein bar at GNC was quickly foiled. When I walked into my local GNC and looked down the protein bar aisle and noticed the prices, I quickly realized that I'd be broke before I'd be able to make this video. So I went with option B and bought one from every brand that they sell. And even though there are certain brands that are staples in my diet for protein bars, I'll try to be as impartial as possible. I picked out the flavors that I thought I would like the best and hopefully represent the company well. If you guys are interested in trying any of the snacks that I'm gonna try today, I will leave links down in the description for you guys. If you make a purchase through one of the links, I will earn a small commission. It doesn't affect the price of any of the items, and the price that I'm gonna be talking about today is how much they were at my local GNC and not through these links. But let's get to the important stuff and start trying out these protein bars. First up, we have the GNC Total Lean bar. This one is 190 calories with 16 grams of protein. So not terrible on the macros, but definitely not the best on this list. This one is coconut caramel flavor. So I'm assuming like a Diet Samoa Girl Scout cookie. Maybe I'm setting my expectations a little high, but let's go ahead and give it a try. On the package, it says hunger satisfying. I mean, it's pretty small to satisfy anybody's hunger, but let's find out. We got a little melting action going on here. It's not that hot in here. Oh, it smells good. So not just purely chocolate on the outside. There's got this mix of what I'm assuming is coconut flavor. It's definitely not the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. Tastes like they took some Girl Scout cookies, left them out in the sun for 3 weeks, and then mixed it with some protein powder. As far as taste goes, I'm gonna put this one at a 4 out of 10. Definitely not that great. Next up, we have the Quest Overload Protein. The flavor is Sundae Funday, but the only fun I've had with Quest bars is making fun of them. Never been a fan of them in the past, but I'm trying to keep an open mind, so let's go ahead and give this one a shot. 210 calories, 20 grams of protein, so pretty good on the macro scale. So I opened it up and I saw these little blue things on the back, and I definitely thought it was mold, but there's sprinkles on there, and I'm assuming those are blue sprinkles. I know as a whole, I'm not gonna feel good after eating all these protein bars, but yeah, I'll just keep my fingers crossed. We're gonna pretend that they're sprinkles. I mean, as far as looks go, I mean, presentation, it looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but let's give it a taste. So there's like something going on in the center, almost like a cookie-like something going on in the middle of it. Definitely has hints of melted ice cream, like sundae, something going on in there. But it definitely tastes like protein powder that's pretending to be dessert. It's not the worst thing I've ever tasted, but still tastes like a Quest bar to me, and I've just never been a fan. But if you are a fan of Quest bars, then you might have a different opinion. Overall, it's not that bad. I'd give it a 5.5 out of 10. Next up, we have one that I'm pretty excited about. We have the Anabar. This is the Monster Cookie Crunch. Hell of a name, or hell of a flavor, I should say. Macros, not nearly as good as the previous two. It's 290 calories with 20 grams of protein. But on the package, it does say that it is the protein-packed candy bar. So I'm expecting it to taste much better than the previous two. This one's definitely a more bulk-friendly protein bar with almost 300 calories and 20 grams of protein. It's gotta taste pretty good to convince me. So let's give it a shot. Got a little melting going on. Oh my goodness. We got little pieces of, like almost like a Reese's Pieces type thing going on the top of it. Ooh. Most of them have fallen off into the package, but you can see one on there. I mean, that's most definitely a piece of candy. I mean, I'm gonna be 100% honest. It's not as good as like a Reese's or like a Snickers bar, but it's close. It's really close. It's a little dry in the center. Like if there was maybe like a layer of caramel or more like of a soft nougaty something going on in the center, I mean, this would be like top tier. As far as flavor goes, not accounting for the macros or the price or anything, I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. I would put this at a 9 out of 10 for taste. If the consistency was just a little bit better, it'd be a 10. I'm definitely impressed. If I was on a bulk, this would definitely be something I'd be stocking up on. Next up, we have the TikTok Great. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, but I see ads for these Barebell protein bars almost like every other video. The macros are always good. I've had a ton of the different flavors in the past, and honestly, I've always been pretty impressed. The consistency is really nice on these. They're like soft and chewy, and they typically have 20 grams of protein for around 200 calories. This one is a little different. This is one of their soft protein bars. It's a Marshmallow Peanut Road. The reason I got this one is because I had pretty much tried most of the other flavors they had in stock, and this was something new that I had never had before, so I wanted to give it a chance. But as far as Barebell as just a company goes, honestly, I've always been really impressed by their protein bars. It's time to find out if this one lives up to the name. Macros on this one aren't quite as good as the others. It's 220 calories for 16 grams of protein. But let's see if it tastes any good. Oh, we got some leaking going on. Massive leak going on the side here. It looks like caramel, but I mean, I wouldn't think there would be caramel in here. I was thinking marshmallow and peanut. What the heck? You know, I've never been disappointed by a Barebell before. And this one has less protein and a little bit more calories. So in my head, I was thinking this is gonna be the best one that I've had, right? Honestly, nah, this ain't it. I think they kind of dropped the ball on this one. The flavor has more of like a protein, like forward, like punch to it. I definitely get some marshmallow in there, but it's more of like an aftertaste than anything. And then the consistency on this isn't as soft as the other ones are. It's not as chewy, and it's just not that great. I would recommend other Barebell protein bars, but honestly, this ain't it for me. As far as taste goes, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. 4 protein bars down. So now it's time to bring up the bonus round of the protein snacks. First up, we have the one that the employees were hyping up the most. So hopefully they don't let me down. First up for our protein snacks, we have Legendary Foods Protein Donuts. The flavor is cinnamon crumble, which also describes my willpower when walking past a real donut shop. Please, mother, may I have a donut? 160 calories and 20 grams of protein. The best macros by far on this entire list. And they're donuts. Honestly, I'm a little afraid to try them. Oh my God. I mean, they don't have to be big to impress me. But to call this a donut seems like a crime. Picture on the outside, the actual product. Honestly, it kind of looks like a dog biscuit. Hopefully it doesn't taste like one. With macros like this, I want it to taste good, so let's see. Hold up. All right. Feeling a little confused right now. Upon the first bite, I was reminiscing of getting those little, you know, powdered donuts in a package that you can get at a gas station. And the first couple chews, flavor, a little punch of cinnamon, a little bit of that reminiscent of the powdered donuts. It's kind of a vibe. It was soft, not too crumbly. But then, this aftertaste, which I'm still dealing with. Slightly chemical, but a hint of cinnamon. Is it worth it? We're gonna need another bite. A little cross-section view. Second bite, a little less aftertaste, but the flavor's not that bad, but it's not incredible either. As for taste, I'd go 6.5 out of 10. Not incredible, but not that bad either. Cinnamon crumble, more like cinnamon fumble. Too cheesy? If you squint, it kind of looks like a donut. Oh, bro. Next up, we have what I was most excited to try while I was in the store. But after doing some thinking, I've kind of rethought this process. So, this is by Redefine Foods. It is the Skippy Oatmeal Protein Pie. But the macros are not so good on this one. 320 calories for only 15 grams of protein. And I started to think about it a little bit more. Okay, well, how many calories is a Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pie? It's 170 calories. And then I was thinking, okay, well, I have some protein powder that's 130 calories that has 24 grams of protein. So I could have a Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pie and a protein shake, get 10 more grams of protein, and I could have a real oatmeal cream pie. But I'm keeping an open mind, and I'm thinking that if it doesn't taste proteiny at all, and it just tastes like a peanut butter oatmeal cream pie, then maybe it'll be worth the calories. So the taste is really gonna have to carry on this one. As far as looks go, I mean, the outside just looks really good, right? And then you get it and it's like, wow. It looks like I made this. It smells like peanut butter with a dash of chemicals. All right, let's see how it tastes. Very, very heavy on the peanut butter flavor, but I mean, this ain't touching Little Debbie's with a 10-foot pole. I mean, convenience-wise, you can just eat this instead of having to make a protein shake and eating a Little Debbie's, but I mean, I want the enjoyment of eating a traditional oatmeal cream pie. I like the idea of a peanut butter oatmeal cream pie, and it's not bad. It's not. It tastes good. It's just not nearly as good as a Little Debbie's. And it had to be better than a Little Debbie's with these macros that it's got going on in order to, you know, put it in the competition. Doesn't taste proteiny at all. It needs a little more sweetness. I thought it was gonna be like overly sweet, but it's not sweet at all, which might be good for some people. For now, I'm gonna stick to my Little Debbie's and a protein shake. As far as the taste goes for this, I put this at a 7 out of 10. Honestly, it's pretty good. I'm feeling a little let down right now. I was hoping some of these would surprise me. I don't feel like that was really the case. Some of these genuinely do taste pretty good, but the ones that taste good have bad macros. So there definitely is a trade-off going on there. If you're trying to bulk and you're not too worried about calories, then you can get something that is genuinely pretty tasty with a good amount of protein in it. If you're on a cut, honestly, I think it just makes more sense to go with a macro-friendly protein powder. There's a ton of different protein powders out there that range from 100 to 150 calories where you can get about 25 grams of protein. And it just makes more sense to do something like that than get a protein bar that's gonna cost more money, be less macro-friendly, and just not taste that great. Sure, I'd love to tell you that all of them tasted amazing and that you should go out and buy them through my link, but I just wanna be completely transparent and honest. So I'll go ahead and put weighted scores of each one of these on the board here so you can see how I feel about each of them. Basically what I'll do is I'll add up the out of 10 macro score and my taste ranking. I was pretty surprised that there were no Built bars, there were no One protein bars, none of the Fit Crunch bars or anything like that. Definitely, there were only 6 different brands at my local GNC, and I guess every GNC is probably a little bit different, but if there are any protein bars that I missed that you guys want me to try, I can make a part 2 of this video. So let me know down in the comments what your favorite protein bar is. For me, I absolutely love Barebell protein bars. Typically, I get the caramel cashew one. That one is just like a 10 out of 10 for me. If you guys enjoy the video, click on one of the other videos on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.